Hi YouTube, I'm Iman, and welcome to my mini fruit orchard. We grow a ton of fruit trees here. We have cherries, apples, pears, peaches, but the focus of this video is going to be on Asian pears. If you recall, 4 years ago, I did a series of videos on Asian pears as well, but that was when I was young and couldn't speak clearly. Also, the videos had really bad quality. So we're redoing the videos in hopes of making it better for you. So if you don't know about Asian pears, I don't really want to get into the naming and all about it, but they're basically like a mix of apples and pears. The taste is a bit of apples and the taste of European pears. However, Asian pears are usually grown in China, Japan, or Korea, and it's even gotten popular in North America, especially here in the Northeast. And in my fruit orchard, we have 14 Asian pear trees and 9 species. The beauty of Asian pear trees is that they grow up right, and that means they're very narrow, which means that you don't have to plant them very far apart like you would usually plant fruit trees. So that means if you have small land, you can plant several of them. And as I said before, we have 14 of them in this backyard. So these trees, we've had them for 8 to 6 years. We started with 4, and as we went, we planted more. Right now, I'm going to go through each species of tree and give you a brief analysis of it. This tree right here is a Hosui tree. And the reason we plant so many different varieties of Asian pear trees is because they mature at different times. For example, some mature from mid-August or even to October. And that's good because we want to be able to harvest many fruits throughout the end of summer and beginning of fall. I also forgot to mention, it is the mid-August right now. It's the 15th of August. Anyway, these two trees, the tree behind me and this tree, are the Shinseiki trees. As you can see, there are a ton of fruits they bear. I should mention that the Shinseiki is one of the earliest to mature, and that's why when they're ripe they look like green apples. But we'll talk about this more in its actual individual video. Right here is the Atago tree, and we also have one near the playground. As you can see, it bears a lot of fruits and actually grows very far. And we didn't have time to thin it out during the spring, so we have this metal stake here that's tied to this branch to keep it from going too wide. So right here are the Yoinashi tree. And as you can see up here, since we didn't thin out the tree, the branch has actually snapped. And one of the main problems that we've had is deer. However, we don't have that anymore. But an even more important one is storms. And if you don't thin them out, then it's even more devastating. I mean, I know some people don't want to thin out trees because they don't want to lose or waste some important fruit, but it's actually better in the long run if you thin the trees out. Right here is the only Shinsui tree that we have. It's the earliest variety to mature, and as you can see, there isn't actually that much fruit, and that's because we already plucked most of it, and now it's left to the bugs to eat. It's already rotted here and here. And as you can see, there are bugs just swarming this. So this is one of the varieties that we don't get to eat much because by the time it matures, the bugs, the bees, the flies have already gotten to it. So right here, we have the Korean Olympic Giant. And it's actually one of the latest to mature. It matures in October. And these fruits are actually small. You should see it when it's mature. It's massive. But anyway, tying the branches up by a string isn't really advisable because when there's strong winds, it could snap. However, my dad does it because when the branches get too low and he uses the weed whacker, then the rocks are gonna hit the fruits and it's gonna get damaged. That's not gonna be good for it. Right here is the Niitaka tree, and as you can see, it's very abundant and also very heavy, indicated by this branch right here. And here's a lesson that we know, but never actually learn. You gotta thin out the trees, and thinning out the trees, fruits, means that you're taking the smaller fruits and picking them out so that it's less, you know, a less weight on the tree. Right here is our only Kosui tree, and as you can see, it matures early and the bugs have already gotten to it. We don't get to eat this very much because because the branches either die, like this branch, or they snap off. So, you know, you don't get to experience this flavor much. Right here is our only Shinko tree, and as you can see, it's very small. And this small Asian pear is not gonna grow big. And as you can see in the back, there's a lot of fruits. So this is a must for thinning out the fruits, because you want to keep it upright so that all the fruits can go big. We bought these Asian pear trees bare root from online and reputable nurseries, which I'll list down in the description. But if you need a guide on how to plant them, then check out my tutorial on planting bare root trees. If you're perhaps more interested in eating than planting, then you can always check out local orchards for fruit trees. There used to be this fruit orchard near my house. I think it was called Lyman Orchard. We used to go there every summer before we planted these Asian pear trees, and we would spend hours in there just eating. And if you want to go home with Asian pears, then you actually have to pay for them. But so the advantage to going there is staying there and eating it. Like, oh dang, I got full so many days. Alright, so I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover. And also, check out those 9 videos on the 9 different species that I'm going to do in the future. I'm EYeOnAiman, and thanks for watching. Please like, rate, comment, subscribe, and look at other videos on EYeOnAiman. And as I said before, check out those 9 videos. Actually, I don't really have a profession to say goodbye, so I'm on. Peace.